We have what's called a Masorah. Do you know what a Masorah is? It's a Torah tradition. The way it works is like this. God spoke the entire Torah to Moses, right? The entire time. Nobody knew anything that was in the Bible when Moses goes up the hill, right? He goes up the mountain. God tells him the entire Torah, right? He comes down and he says, this is all the laws, okay? And he tells it to us orally. One of the laws is to write the written Torah down, which became the Bible. That's only one of 613 laws, okay? We function as Jews without that written Torah. We don't need that. That's just a book, okay? God tells Moses all the laws. Moses turns around, he tells all the people in the desert all these laws, and they sit around and they learn them and they memorize them and they teach them to their kids. For the next 40 years, in the desert, it was like a huge yeshiva, right? So when we all got to the point where every single one of the 2.5 million people, or by the time they left, there was probably like 3 or 4 or 5 million people because they had kids. When all these millions of people came, all these millions of Jews came, we all knew the Torah Baal Peh. We all knew it by heart. We come to Eretz Israel, and everybody teaches all their kids, and and they all teach all their kids, and everybody's on the same page all the way down, right? Yes. Where exactly did this, according to these so-called teachers that you have at this school of heresy?
They're also smart. They believe in evolution.
Oh yeah. Well, where exactly did all of this take place in that transmission? Where exactly, right, did supposedly all the rabbis made things up and then everybody just bought into it? I can't get 2 Jews to buy into anything, right? When did they all... The only thing that we believe as Jews is that which passes the test. It's got to have the truth serum test. Did my family say the same thing? And when I say my family, do my grandparents, are they on the same page as my parents, as my great-grandparents, their parents? Is everybody all on the same page? Is my next-door neighbor on the same page? Is her family all on the same page? Did I go to school and all my rabbis taught the same thing? As leaders of the generation all on the same page? Is there anyone in the community that ever says the opposite? The answer is no. Everybody's on the same page. So how exactly did these ideas trickle into our Masorah? That I want to know. Ask that to those people. Because it doesn't make any sense. We have a pure tradition from God until today. This is why I can't stand these heretical offshoots of Judaism. You know what they do? They come in from the outside. They look at this thing and they say, okay, well, we got a book. And then it must be that those rabbis added some words to that book, right? But they don't even understand. They don't even have a clue because they're looking at it through Christianized lenses, secularized Christianized lenses, where they find the written Bible and they say that's Judaism. And all that other rabbi stuff, the Talmud or whatever, that was like added to try to explain some of this after the fact. That is not Judaism. That's how a Christian or a secularist or an atheist views Judaism. And it just doesn't make any sense because that's not our religion. If we had the Bible by itself, you would end up with and you followed it, you'd be end up with some perverted offshoot religion that doesn't even remotely look like Judaism. We don't follow the Bible. We follow the oral Torah. Okay, go ahead. You look like you're completely bored.
No, I'm just saying. No, you have no idea how awesome I think this is.
Oh, okay.
It's just I've gotten like the gist of it before. So
okay.
And all these non-Jews, they have the privilege of hearing all of this, and they're all gonna become like. They're all gonna become like legit Noahites, and they're gonna and we have you to thank for that.
Okay.
You've done amazing things for
I hope they appreciate us and remember to send us